Hi everyone, Rhea here. I hope you all had a good week and are having a good weekend so far. So today is Saturday, March 10th, and that means there is exactly a week away from the Pokemon Regional in Charlotte, North Carolina. Um, Also, about a week ago, I started recording these videos for YouTube to document my training to get ready for this regional. Which I did good with for 2 days, but then things got crazy at school and I stopped recording videos, but I didn't stop training. Definitely, recording videos is a lot harder than it seems like it is when you're watching them online as a viewer. But that brings me to sort of a big announcement. I recently, on this last Friday, passed my admission to candidacy exam, which means that the school basically approved my research plan and thinks that I'm fit to be a PhD. And so once I publish some papers and defend my thesis, then I'm good to go and I'll have a PhD in microbiology. Yay! So that's sort of a long way of saying I got through a lot of the hard stuff and now I just get to do fun research and publish papers and then I'll be a doctor of microbiology. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, that's why I wasn't recording the videos, is because that was taking up a lot of my time, but it was worth it because everything went well. Yeah, so I guess, let's see. Last time I showed you all my Excel spreadsheet that I use to keep track of games. And if you didn't see the last video, that's day 2 of training for the Charlotte Regional. And so I basically just keep track of all the games that I've played to practice. But what I wanted to show you really was a snapshot of my training for the Charlotte Regional. There are 3 decks that over the last week I've been intensely practicing with. Buzzwole Garbodor, which is the list that Natalie was using in Collinsville. Zoric Gardevoir, which is just a little bit of an edited version of Tord's list from the Oceania International tournament. And then Zoric Lycanroc. I've also tested a few other ones, which I've mentioned before, but I haven't really played them that much, so I took them out of this analysis here. So what we're looking at is the games that I've played with these decks over the last week, and the outcome of these games. So the only way I can draw is when I'm playing in person, so that's why there's not really a lot of data here, but we're really more interested in how many times we won per how many games we've played. And something that I didn't really notice I was doing until I looked at this today was that I was playing a lot more games with Zoric Gardevoir than I was with other decks. That is actually not that surprising because when I first started training seriously, or really when I first started taking lessons from a professional, I started playing Gardevoir. That's what was recommended to me. And that was the first deck that I played that I really felt good playing with because I was getting really good advice on it. I started winning a lot more. Gardevoir was broken at the time. That was before Zora came out. So you just couldn't stop Gardevoir. It was the thing to beat. And I loved the attack. Like, everything about that deck I loved. Like, I love setup decks and all that. So having a chance to play Gardevoir seriously again probably was nice. Like, I fell back into that, like, comfortable spot. So I've played almost double the amount of games than I have for the other decks with Zoric Gardevoir. There's 2 cards that I love right now. It's Zoric and it's Gardevoir. And so those 2 together, I just practice it a lot more. I bring all that up because the more games you play, the more likely you are to lose because of things you can't control. So the 1 in 10 games that you brick, or the 1 in 10 games you play and it's 3 o'clock in the morning like I do and you're super tired, those will contribute to your loss rate. So I played a lot more games with that deck. And even with that, I still got about the same win percentage as I did with Zorak Lycanroc. I haven't been playing a lot of games with Zorak Lycanroc because that was the deck I was playing for the last several months. I pretty much did not change from Zorak Lycanroc, so I thought maybe I don't have to practice that as much. But I can show you. So these are my overall games from 2018. So you can see this is the total number of games I've played this year, despite the ones I've maybe forgotten to log or some of the data that I lost. And so in the 121 games that I've logged with Zorak Lycanroc, I've won 65% of them. So if we take that into consideration for looking at our Charlotte prep, I can probably say that I'm better with Zorak Lycanroc than I am with Zorak Gardevoir. So really it comes down to I have to pick between these two decks, and I don't know what to do. The other thing is that I didn't realize this before doing this analysis that I'm showing here. But with Buzzwole Garbodor, I win a lot of games. And I don't know why, like, I don't like that for some reason. Like, why am I not playing that deck? That doesn't make any sense. So please, like, comment below and be like, Rhea, play Buzzwole Garbodor because that makes no sense. Why are you not playing that deck? Okay. I guess main reason I don't want to play that deck is that I feel like a lot of people are going to be playing that deck, and playing mirror matches like gets on my nerves so much. I want to win a game because of skill and thought. I don't want to win a game because I won the dice roll in the beginning, and I don't want to lose a game because I lost the dice roll in the beginning. So yeah, I just don't like putting myself in that sort of situation where I will be disappointed a lot because of luck. Like I just hate depending on luck. I feel that I'm not a lucky person. So right now, this Buzzwole Garbodor is out of the picture for me. But yeah, please, if you think that's crazy, just like comment below or shoot me a message or something and be like, Rhea, you got to play that deck. Because that doesn't make any sense. At least practice with it more. So my goals for this coming up week, which is the last week that we have, are to log equal amount of games with these three decks so I can do like a really good comparison. Because the statistics I have from my Zorak Lycanroc matches overall, it's hard to base this comparison on because the meta has changed so much since the beginning of the year. And with Buzzwole Garbodor, I just need to play more games to make sure that this isn't like a luck factor there. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for today. But I do want to say thank you to anyone who's been watching these. I didn't realize anyone was watching them, and that's why I felt okay about just not recording videos anymore when I got really busy last week. But today at the shop, when I went to practice, my friend Dylan said that he really enjoyed watching the videos and that he used my little deck organization technique with the note cards to say what each deck needs so I can like easily switch between 5 or 6 decks to practice. And I thought that was really cool because I kind of took that for granted. Like for me, that's not cool because that's what I do. And it made me feel really happy that someone got some useful advice out of it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, I know I'm not offering a lot of content, but it is important for me to know that you all at least are getting something out of watching these types of videos. All right. Well, I already played my 10 games for today, but I'm going to play more because these statistics inspired me, and I hope they kind of inspire all of you guys too, so that you can start practicing getting some stats to what you're doing so you can make some more educated decisions. And if you have any questions about like how I log or why I log, either leave me a comment or send me a message, and I'll definitely get back to you because data is something that I love working with. All right. Thank you all. See you later.